All right, here we go. Ho.
Okay.
Hey there. I don't know how I start. Hey, adventure. Hey, adventures. Hey, adventure. Wait. We gotta fuck my life. Hey there, adventurers. Welcome to Let's Just Go podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kayla, and today we are continuing our Epic Universe series that maybe you're sick of already. I don't know. We're talking about the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic at Epic Universe. It's a
Yep.
mouthful.
You know what? I just had something that just pops in my head as I have ADHD. Could this be Universal's Epcot?
Yeah.
Like, right? Like, I just want to go and hang out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could ride something that'd be awesome, but I don't need to. You can just
Yeah.
snack and people watch and drink. Yeah.
Drink around the portals instead of around the
Drink
world.
around the portals. Yes. All right.
Let's coin that before someone else does. Hurry.
We should
Trademark.
get it.
We said trademark. Nobody else can have it now.
We're too poor. We're too poor
That's
to
true.
actually get that done. So anyway, in this episode, as Kayla was saying, we're talking about the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic.
It really is a mouthful.
It's too many words. Too many.
It's too many. Yeah. There's a lot going on though. And there's a lot and also nothing. I don't know if you feel that way too.
I do. I'm like, this is really cool, but also
That's it.
What am I doing here? I think if you're not eating, there's not a ton going on, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
there's one show, there's one ride. That's it.
That is it. But I kind of want to hang out in there because it feels like Europe.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us the theming.
Yeah. So theming is 1920s Paris. So it is based on, okay, listen, I'm not a Harry Potter person. I'm probably going to get this wrong. Please don't come for me. It's supposed to be the Fantastic Beasts. Like that's, I think, the theming of.
Well, the Ministry of Magic is its own thing. And then the Fantastical Beasts is the show.
Like that's the Paris part, though, right?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I don't know. See, we don't. But yeah, it's 1920s Paris. To go on the Ministry of Magic ride, you do go through what are they called?
You go through like a train portal. Like a subway, but it's really meant to be a portal where you're transporting.
Something flu.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go through one. See, we're not Harry Potter people. Harry Potter people are going to be so mad at us when they listen to this. I'm sorry, you guys. We're Disney people. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm a Disney person. So, that being said, you end up in England to go on the ride.
Right. Yeah. Right. So that part's a little not confusing, but you're like, wait a second, I think I was just in Paris and now I'm in England. So let's jump in with the single attraction there, right? So Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry. It's super cool where Harry, Ron, and Hermione are they're trying to stop Dolores Umbridge, but the ride itself is awesome, right? It was very cool use of technology. Again, we don't think it was the best ride there necessarily. Maybe if you're a super Harry Potter fan, you might. But here's the deal. When we went, the ride was virtual queue. That is no longer the case. And right now the line is 4 or 5 hours wait.
So long.
It's insane.
And this ride goes down. So I'm going to do that thing where I compare it to Disney. So I would compare it to like Rise of the Resistance, where like a lot of times at park opening, it's not open. They're having technical difficulties. It may go down halfway through the day because you're on a, like ride or a trackless ride, things like that. When it was doing virtual queue, those virtual queues weren't opening until like well after noon, which I think is because of the fact that they were doing so much testing still. I did actually see a YouTube video of some people who waited for like 3 hours. Like they went for the early entry. They got in line. It never opened. They sat and waited. It ended up being 3 hours, and so they wasted their entire like early entry. But for them, it was worth it because if they'd gotten out of line, the line was 7 hours long for them to come back.
No. Okay, let me
So
be really clear. It's not worth any of that, right?
it's
Like,
not. It's really not.
to spend half your day in line when you just spent all that money, and there's plenty of other things you can be doing.
Do a
Plenty of other.
VIP tour if you really
Yeah.
spend the money and do that. If it's really that important to you, don't waste your day because time is money.
Go back now and you know, and I guess we should also know we don't really know if what the early entry will include, right? Because right now it does not include the Ministry of Magic. It's just actually
Mhm.
Dark. They have now included Dark Universe with Super Nintendo, but
Mhm.
who knows if that could potentially change strategy. But anyway, the
Yeah.
attraction's awesome, goes down a lot, and really long ass lines though. Um,
The queue is really cool though. The queue is very immersive. There is a lot to see. So like it's not necessarily a boring queue to be in for that long, but I still wouldn't want to be in any one
right,
of those rooms for more
right.
than 5 minutes.
No, no, thank you. Um, and so the show, um, La Cirque Arc
A
Arcanus,
canoe. Oh my
no,
god.
La Cirque Arcanu. Um,
So
that is
fun.
the nod to the Fantastic Beasts, and
Mhm.
very well done. A little bit unusual, um,
Mhm.
but I think it is engaging and it's cool to see. It's not that long, but you even change scenery. Like you stand in a
Mhm.
holding room where part of the beginning of the show starts and happens in that room. Then you move to your seats, which are just benches, where it's sort of a mix of the Fantastic Beast and Harry Potter, but also a little bit of Circus Soleil ish type
Mhm.
thing going on. Kind of like if you took acid and went to a theme park.
Should we do that on the next trip? Is
I
that
mean,
what we
I've
need
never
to do?
done acid, but I
Me either.
imagine I was like, part of me was like, this is so cool. Then I was like, part of me was like, I don't know what the fuck's happening. Like, I mean, I knew what was happening, but I was like, this is wild.
So, if you listen to our Super Nintendo World episode, we were talking about how overstimulating Super Nintendo World is because there's so many colors and like lights and sounds. And I think that this portal is very overstimulating in that there's so many things to see. Like you've got these facades and like it literally looks like you're walking through a city with
Mhm.
window facades. You've got people with their wands and so there's like stuff moving as you're walking through. Then you're going to the show and it there's so much happening at once. And so like as you're in the queue, there's all sorts of things to see. Like it's overstimulating in a different way than Super Nintendo World is, but I do think it's worth noting that like both of those portals for me were overstimulating. I did not feel that way in Isle of Berk. I did not feel that way in Dark Universe, but those two
I wonder too
I
if
felt that
while the
way.
street is wide, you can't really see out of the portal. So you do, like you said, you do feel like you're on
Mhm.
a city street in Paris. So then you're like, hmm. So the one good news though, while they do have a little pop-up show here or there on out and about like they do in the other Wizarding Worlds of Harry Potter and the other two theme parks, um, the good news here is if there is poor weather, the show and the ride still go on because both are very much inside. So,
Yeah.
unlike some of the all of the other portals, where there's at
Yeah.
least one thing, if not all things, outside. So, that's that. And then you obviously have the wand experience where you can buy these
Mhm.
newer, better wands, but you can also use your old ones still. So
I've never bought a wand or used one.
I did once, and I was so angry because you know
Is it
why?
for the girls?
Yeah, you know what fucking happened? I was like, all right, we'll go in with them, and that sounds fun. It's be cool. I've never seen it, and there wasn't a line for like the first time ever, and
Yeah.
so we go in. We're in the next little like thing, and they do this cool wand. You know the
Yeah.
the
At
wand
Ollivanders.
matching. Yeah, at
Yeah.
Ollivanders. And they're like, it's just one person in this room, and there's 30 of us standing in the room. Well, I have twins, everyone. So they called one of them up and they did the show.
Wait,
And
how
then
old were they at this time?
probably
Like
like,
8?
yeah, maybe like
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
okay.
and they were like, come over, and whatever happens, the wand gets matched to the person, right? Well, it didn't work. And then she was like, oh my gosh, it's not working. I think it's because you have an identical twin over there. She should come over too. Motherfucker, I walked
They
out of there buying
gotcha.
2 fucking wands. I went in not buying a damn thing just to see the little thing show. And I walked out of there with 2 wands. I was angry.
They saw you with 2. They said, "This is a 2 for 1. We're gonna
Bunch
hit
of
our
fucking
sales goal for
suckers.
today."
Yeah. Yeah.
Anytime that there's more than 1 child, they're probably like, it's
Yeah.
gotta be someone in that family. They've got
I know.
10."
Because you're right, because they were probably like, you know what? Because it didn't, like, the stuff didn't happen. Like the lights didn't flicker and all. And then when the other twin came over, everything happened. So they were in on it. Whoever was behind the scenes, they were in on it. Anyway,
Now I
so
feel like we need to get the girls on for an episode and ask them how they felt about this experience.
like, nah, yeah, 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 it was fine.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
right. They're at the age now they don't care.
no,
Do they even know you have a podcast?
um, no, because they'll
Yeah,
probably leave negative comments.
they would. Yeah, they
Um,
would for sure.
dear God,
But no, so the wand, I think that I've never used a wand, but I do think it's really
that's
cool
not what Brian said.
how interactive this portal is with the wands, because there's like a portrait that like will talk to you.
Right,
There are fun animatronics that are like jumping out of the fountain. Like it was really fun to see other people using the wands. I'm just never going to spend that kind of money. Same thing with the bands in Super Nintendo World. It's just I'm not going to do it. I'll watch other people do it. Just facts.
right, right, exactly.
Yeah.
But the food, which we'll go through quickly, but that really, there are multiple options, right? There's more restaurants than anything else there, and
Yeah.
or places to at least purchase a drink or a food item.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Cafe Lea de la Serre. How do you say it?
That sounds close enough. Yeah.
Yeah, the Cafe Siren. Um,
Where the butterbeer crepe is.
that's all we needed to know, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also that raspberry lemon crepe was also
That was
delicious.
so good. Yeah.
So in there you can get sandwiches, but you can get the butterbeer crepes. You can get butterbeer in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
do have a butterbeer cart though
Yep.
outside, but I'd say the cafe is probably the largest,
I think so. Yeah.
more roughly more standard-ish. Definitely a little bit
Mm-hmm.
of a French flair to the food, but more normal type food, if you will, less
Yeah.
themed outside of the fact that it's French.
Sandwiches,
Right,
quiche,
right.
salads. Yeah. Yeah. It's your like normal
Um,
fare.
and then you have the bar or the Le Goblet Noir. That is definitely
You and
more
I had that
themed.
with that
Yeah,
platter
yeah,
with
very
pierogies in it.
good. Lots of meat and more obscure things that you can, and honestly, inside's very cool. It feels like you
It is
are
really cool.
in Harry Potter, somewhere in Harry Potter eating. So if you don't,
Yeah.
I mean, as we've said before, in any of these quick service, most of these quick service locations, walk through anyway, even if you're not
Mm-hmm.
purchasing something, because there's definitely something to see in
I
there.
will say this one's kind of hidden. So I think that
It is.
you walk into Wizarding World, you immediately can see the cafe because there's outdoor seating and it's very obvious, where Le Goblet Noir is sort of down a little back alley. And you have to kind of be looking for it to see it, because even walking past it, you don't necessarily know that it is a place that you can go into, because that's part of the problem, I would say, with this Wizarding World, is that you can't go into everywhere, but you can, like, there's very specific places you can't go in, but it looks like you can open any door, and that's not necessarily the case. So,
Cor- correct. Right. Enter bar moonshine. Right.
yeah.
Um, that is just a place where you're just gonna order a drink and go. But they have, again,
Yep.
real fun themed drinks. They have beer obviously
Hmm.
there as well, um, and they have it's cool because it I mean, we'll read right from the description. Enjoy a taste of home at Paris's Bar Moonshine, where you'll find drinks served in a bar decorated with memorabilia of Wizarding Americana. And so inside they have pennants for every state, and
Mhm.
so nods to America, but it's also looks authentically like it's intentional that it's there from the
Yeah.
1920s.
Yeah.
So
And it's the one place to grab something to drink that is not inside. So if you are waiting in line, you are waiting in line outside, and you're inside for a couple of minutes like to place your order and grab your drink and go. They do have like a handful of little bistro tables outside, like maybe two or three. So it's not someplace you're going to go and like sit down and have a drink. It's like you're going
right.
to grab it and go wander, go somewhere else. Um, the drinks were good. Also worth noting that if you've listened to other episodes, you already know this, but there is a special beer that you could only get in this portal, this Wizarding World area. It's not at the other Wizarding World. It's not in any other portal. And I thought it was really good. So they've
It's
got a
also
fun
it's
variety.
only served at Bar Moonshine, right? In the
No, they said you can get it at the other two dining locations as well. It's just
okay,
only in that specific portal.
got it, got it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I thought it was really good. Some of the drinks are fun. Some of the drinks sound good and don't taste as good as they sound, as we learned the hard way.
Yes, agreed, agreed. Yeah,
Yeah. It's
they
a fun,
all look good. All the
they all
cocktails
look good. Yeah.
present well.
And they come in a fun little cup that you get to keep, which I thought
Right.
no one kept them in our group. But I will say, so some things, if you're a Wizarding World person and you've been to other Wizarding Worlds, things to keep in mind. One, there is no ice cream in this Wizarding
Mm-mm,
World. They have a
mm-mm.
butterbeer crepe, but there's no real like you can go to the candy shop, but there's no like sweet treats in the same way that there are in the other Wizarding Worlds. So like I love to go get some fudge or get myself a little pastry, and those things do not exist in this Wizarding World. There is an option to get like Parisian pastries, like you can get a croissant at the cafe, but there's not gonna be those fun themed things that you may be looking for. Also, if you are like Chris and you really want a Diet Coke, you got to bring it with you into the Wizarding World because they only sell Harry Potter drinks inside the Wizarding World.
Yeah, I was frustrated.
All he wanted was French fries and a Diet Coke, and I couldn't
Damn
order
it.
French fries on the mobile app.
We were deep in, you know, 17 hours into our 2 day experience, and all I wanted were the damn fries and a fountain soda. Couldn't
That's
get
all
it.
you wanted. Could not
Couldn't
get
get
it.
it.
You poor
So
thing.
I agree with that. That you can't, you can't get the sweet treats. You also, if you want that, you have to go out into Celestial Park, which we'll talk about next. So
Yeah.
listen in on that episode. But um,
Mm. Yeah, there is ice cream in the park. It's just not in the Wizarding World.
correct. Which and if you've been to Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios, you're gonna both there are candy shops and ice cream in both places, and you may assume that it's going to be there. It's not.
Nope.
It's not. There's also only one pretty small gift shop. It wasn't very large
There's
in the other,
Honeydukes. There is a Honeydukes.
but
And
it's
then there's two other shops. There's the one as you exit the ministry
yeah
that's
for
like
the
travel themed.
right
And then there's another
the
somewhere else. I
corner
remember
on the
going into
corner
one.
of the cafe.
Yes. Yeah. And that one is like where you can get your wand or your robes and things.
Right. So
Yeah.
I guess we should clarify because there is a Honeydukes, but it's a much
It's
smaller
only
version.
candy. It's
Yeah.
very small and it's only the prepackaged stuff.
Right.
There's no case.
Right. So, but it's worth, it's awesome to see, and you will love it when you
Mhm.
go.
Yeah. I do think that this is out of the three Wizarding Worlds, I think this one is my favorite.
Mm,
Like theming wise, I think it's my favorite. Because I am a claustrophobic bitch. And
the others are
the
a
other two
lot.
Wizarding Worlds are so small. And I feel like I'm gonna scream at somebody because they're so close to me, and it doesn't, like, the streets are wide, thankfully.
Right. True.
So I like that. It was
And who
good
doesn't
though. I liked the food.
I mean, who
It
doesn't want to be
just
eating a crepe while people watching on a at a cafe bistro table in France right now, right? And so you can
right.
have
In
that
95
experience.
degrees and 100% humidity.
Well, you ruined it. But here we are.
It is it's a fun spot. Obviously, I mean everything about Epic Universe is really cool. Check it out. Like we said, I think the biggest takeaway from this is that it is not worth the 7 hours in line for the Battle of the
No.
Ministry. If there's one thing that you take away from this episode, let it be that. But we still need to talk about Celestial Park. So stay tuned. We've got that. And then we'll probably leave you alone with Epic Universe content for a while.
Yeah, you know.
We'll see. But have you been? Tell us. We want to talk about it. It's fun to talk with other people than just the two of us about Epic Universe. So let us know. And until next time, let's just go.